Ladies and gentlemen, stop sleeping. Stop drifting. Life is moving fast and you're still stumbling over your words, still hesitating, still second guessing. Listen to me. Opportunity doesn't wait for slow thinkers and stuttering talkers. If you can't think quick, if you can't speak sharp, the world will pass you by. You don't have time to fumble. You don't have time to freeze. You need to think faster. You need to talk smarter. You need to step into the moment and own it. The power of speed. You don't win by being the strongest. You don't win by being the smartest on paper. You win by being quick to adapt, quick to respond, quick to make decisions, quick to communicate with conviction. Think about it. Opportunities show up for a split second. Deals get decided in seconds. Interviews are won or lost in moments. Conversations shift in a heartbeat. If your brain is lagging, if your tongue is tripping, you're out. You're invisible. Speed of thought is power. Sharp words are influence. You don't need $1 million vocabulary. You need clarity, precision, confidence. When your mind is alert and your mouth is sharp, people listen, doors open, respect follows. But let's be real. Right now, some of you hesitate too much. You overthink. You stall. You wait for the perfect words instead of saying the powerful ones. And every second you hesitate, somebody else steps up and takes what was yours. Listen carefully. Your mind is a muscle. Your tongue is a weapon. Train them both. Push them both. You've got to drill your thinking until it's reflex. You've got to sharpen your speech until it cuts through doubt. And don't give me excuses. I'm not quick on my feet, then get quicker. I'm shy, then get louder. I don't know what to say. Then learn. If you don't adapt, you'll get left behind. From this hour forward, you commit. No more slow thinking. No more weak talking. You speak with fire, with speed, with confidence. Every sentence is impact. Every thought is power. You own the room. Because in this life, you either speak with authority or you get silenced. You either think quick or you get outthought. You either talk smart or you get ignored. And I refuse to let you walk out of here without sharpening your weapon. This is your wake-up call. You're not going to drift through life mumbling anymore. From this point forward, you think faster. You talk smarter. You step up. You stand tall. You speak power and you win. Sharpen your mind. Listen to me. Your mouth can't be sharp if your mind is dull. You can't talk smarter if you don't think sharper. The way you speak reflects the way you think. If your thoughts are messy, your words will be weak. If your thoughts are clear, your words will cut like a blade. You've got to sharpen your mind daily. Every single day. Feed it, challenge it, stretch it. Stop wasting hours on distractions that make you slower. Stop scrolling through nonsense. Stop filling your brain with junk. You want to think faster? Then train your brain like an athlete trains his body. Read, listen, study, debate, write. Test your mind against problems. Test your mind against pressure. When others are zoning out, you lock in. When others are wasting time, you invest it. When others are sleeping on their gift, you're sharpening yours. Because when the moment comes, when life puts you on the spot, you don't have time to figure it out. You need to already be sharp, already be ready, already be lethal with your thoughts and words. Think about the people you admire, the leaders, the game changers, the ones who command attention when they speak. Do you think they just wing it? No. They've sharpened themselves daily. They prepared for the moment long before the moment came. Right? And let me tell you something. Sharpening your mind isn't just about knowledge. It's about discipline. Discipline to stay focused. Discipline to avoid distraction. Discipline to train your thinking until it's automatic. That's how you get faster. That's how you get sharper. Don't tell me you don't have time. You have time for Netflix. You have time for games. You have time to gossip. But you don't have time to sharpen your mind? That's why you're stuck. That's why you freeze when it matters. That's why you hesitate. Yeah, you want to talk smarter? Then build a mind so sharp, so focused, so trained that when the pressure comes, your words slice through doubt like a sword. Here's your assignment. Every day, carve out time to sharpen your thinking. Read something that challenges you. Practice speaking out loud with power and clarity. Stand in the mirror and command yourself. Don't wait for the stage. Practice like every day is the stage. If you want to think faster, you've got to train faster. If you want to talk smarter, you've got to prepare smarter. Stop walking into life unarmed. Start sharpening today. Because life is a battle. And the sharpest weapon you have is your mind and your mouth. Don't you dare walk out there with a dull blade. Pressure creates clarity. Pressure doesn't break you. It reveals you. Pressure doesn't silence you. It exposes how sharp or how sloppy you really are. And let me tell you, if you want to think faster, if you want to talk smarter, you've got to put yourself under pressure. Stop running from pressure. Stop hiding from the spotlight. Stop avoiding the hard conversations. Pressure is the classroom that teaches speed, teaches clarity, teaches confidence. You ever notice how the best athletes, the greatest performers, the most respected leaders, they shine when the pressure is highest? Why? Because they train for it. They put themselves in uncomfortable positions again and again until the pressure became fuel, not fear. You say you freeze under pressure, then you need more of it. You say you stumble over your words when people are watching, then put yourself in front of people more often. Stop hiding. Stop waiting until you're ready. You don't get ready without pressure. Pressure creates clarity. When your back is against the wall, your brain cuts out the noise. Your words get sharper. Your decisions get faster. You see things differently. That's the gift of pressure. It strips away hesitation. It forces you to focus. No, but here's the truth. If you keep living safe, if you keep avoiding the pressure, you'll never grow. You'll always stay slow. You'll always sound unsure. You'll always struggle to think on your feet. Because growth only happens in the fire. So here's what I need from you. Stop waiting for the pressure to find you. Go find it. Volunteer to speak when nobody else will. Take on the challenge that scares you. Step into the moment where the risk is high. Why? Because that's where your mind gets faster. That's where your voice gets stronger. That's where your edge is sharpened. Pressure is practice. Pressure is training. Pressure is preparation for the moment when it really counts. You want to talk smarter? Then stop running from the situations that scare you. Run toward them. Stand in them. Learn from them. Hey, because one day life is going to put you on the spot. You won't get a script. You won't get a rehearsal. You'll get a moment. And that moment will decide everything. And when it comes, I need you ready. I need you calm. I need you sharp. I need you clear. I need you to step into that pressure and let it unlock your best self. Pressure doesn't destroy diamonds. It makes them. Pressure doesn't crush warriors. It forges them. And pressure doesn't silence leaders. It amplifies them. So don't you dare shy away. Don't you dare shrink back. You're not fragile. You're built for the pressure. You're built to think faster. You're built to talk smarter. You're built to rise. Master your words. Words are weapons. Words are tools. Words can open doors or they can lock you out. You want to talk smarter? Then you've got to master your words. Listen to me. People don't just hear your words. They feel them. They can tell if you believe what you're saying. They can tell if you're confident or if you're doubting yourself. You can't just throw words around and hope they land. You've got to aim them. You've got to craft them. You've got to make every syllable matter. Weak words make weak impressions. Powerful words change lives. And I don't care where you came from. I don't care how much education you had. I don't care what your accent sounds like. If your words carry conviction, if your words carry purpose, people will listen. But here's the problem. Most of you speak without discipline. You talk too much or too little. You mumble. You fill the air with maybe kind of, I think. Stop it. Cut the dead weight out of your speech. Every filler word makes you sound unsure. Every hesitation weakens your presence. You know, mastery starts with awareness. Record yourself speaking. Listen back. Be brutally honest. Would you listen to you? Would you follow you? If not, sharpen it, refine it. Practice until your words are clear, strong, and powerful. And don't just focus on what you say. Focus on how you say it. Your tone, your pace, your volume, your pauses. The best communicators know when to be loud, when to be quiet, when to slow down, and when to let silence hit harder than words. You know, talking smarter is not about sounding fancy. It's about sounding real. It's about hitting people in the heart, not just the head. It's about making your words so sharp that they can't be ignored. Well, you know, and don't tell me you can't do it. Every great speaker, every great leader, every great communicator started somewhere. They weren't born with perfect words. They mastered them through practice, through repetition, through discipline. So here's your challenge. Today, you start mastering your words. You don't speak sloppy. You don't speak without purpose. Every word out of your mouth has weight, has direction, has power. Because here's the truth. Your words shape your world. Your words create influence. Your words open opportunities. Your words can lift someone up or tear them down. And if you're serious about thinking faster and talking smarter, you've got to take your words seriously. You know, don't just talk. Don't just speak. Command, control, convincey. Because the one who masters their words masters the room. Confidence is currency, right? Confidence is not optional. It's the currency of influence. You can think fast. You can know the right words. But if you don't deliver them with confidence, nobody buys in. Listen to me. You don't get paid by the hour. You get paid by the value you bring. And one of the greatest values you can bring to any room is certainty. People follow certainty. People respect confidence. People are drawn to the one who sounds like they know. You know, but here's the truth. Most of you are broke when it comes to confidence. You think you need permission to speak. You think you need validation to show up. You keep shrinking, waiting for somebody to crown you. Stop waiting. Confidence is self-made. Nobody's going to hand it to you. Confidence is built like muscle. You build it by showing up. You build it by practicing. You build it by putting yourself in uncomfortable situations until comfortable feels small. And here's the kicker. Confidence doesn't mean you never feel fear. Confidence means you move anyway. Confidence means you stand tall when your knees are shaking. Confidence means you speak strong when your voice wants to crack. You want to talk smarter? You want to think faster? Then stop letting fear cash your checks. Pay with confidence. Walk in like you belong there. Talk like you belong there. Own the room before you even open your mouth. You know, look, confidence isn't arrogance. Confidence isn't ego. Confidence is alignment. It's knowing you've prepared. It's knowing you've sharpened your mind. It's knowing you've trained your words. It's knowing you're ready. That's why I told you before, sharpen your mind. That's why I told you and master your words, because when your preparation meets your belief, confidence explodes. Stop waiting until you feel confident. That's backwards. You don't wait to feel confident. You ACT confident until it becomes real. You put yourself out there. You take the stage. You speak up in the meeting. You raise your hand when everyone else is quiet. You take risks that force you to rise. Confidence is currency. With it, you can buy influence, opportunities, respect, and trust. Without it, you'll stay invisible, even if you're brilliant. All right, so here's your challenge. From this hour forward, stop playing small. Stop lowering your volume. Stop apologizing for existing. Speak with power. Think with authority. Move like you deserve it because you do. If you don't invest in your confidence, nobody else will. And the cost of low confidence, missed opportunities, lost respect, a lifetime of silence. Don't you dare pay that price. Stand tall, speak strong, think quick, move bold. Because confidence is the currency. And if you don't spend it, you'll never see the return. Control the conversation. Listen to me. If you don't control the conversation will control you. Every room you walk into, every meeting, every interview, every opportunity, it's a battle for influence. Either you set the tone or someone else sets it for you. When you speak, don't just respond, direct. Don't just participate, lead. The person who controls the flow of the conversation controls the outcome. That's why you can't afford to hesitate. You can't afford to sit back and see where it goes. You've got to grab it. You've got to own it. Right? Control doesn't mean dominating with noise. It means guiding with clarity. It means knowing what you want to say, saying it with precision, and steering the dialogue where it needs to go. No, too many of you let people walk over you in conversations. You let them dictate the energy. You let them corner you with questions. You let them put you on the defensive. Stop it. You don't play defense with your words. You play offense. If someone asks you a question, you answer strong and redirect. If someone challenges you, you don't fold. You stand firm. If someone tries to control the room, you raise your voice, you raise your presence, and you take it back. No? And here's the secret. Control comes from preparation and certainty. You've got to know your message before you open your mouth. You've got to walk in with confidence, not waiting for approval. You've got to deliver every word like it was meant to be spoken. Control also means knowing when to pause. Silence is power. Don't rush to fill it. Let the silence make them lean in. Let it make your words heavier. Leaders don't rush. They pace. They choose their words. And they hold the room. I think about it. In every conversation, there's power on the line. And the one who controls the words controls the power. If you want influence, if you want respect, if you want people to follow your lead, then stop talking like a passenger. Talk like the driver. Here's your challenge. From this moment forward, you don't just talk anymore. You command, you guide, you control. Every conversation is an opportunity to lead, and you're not leaving another one on the table. Because in this life, conversations open doors. They close deals. They build respect. Respect. And if you can't control the conversation, you'll always be at the mercy of someone who can. Take control. Own the moment. Drive the outcome, because the one who controls the conversation controls their future. Think on your feet. Life doesn't hand you a script. Opportunities don't send you questions in advance. The world tests you without warning, and you've got seconds to respond. That's why you must learn to think on your feet. When the pressure hits, when the spotlight turns on, when someone throws you a curveball question, you can't freeze. You can't mumble. You can't stall. You've got to rise. You've got to respond with speed, clarity, and confidence. Thinking on your feet is not luck. It's skill. It's built through practice. It's built through repetition. It's built through putting yourself in situations where hesitation is not an option. You want to master this? Start challenging yourself. Put yourself in conversations where you don't know what's coming. Answer questions on the spot. Debate topics you've never touched before. Train your brain to respond fast, not later. And hear me clearly. Thinking on your feet doesn't mean blurting out anything. It means training your mind to cut through the noise and find the point that matters most. Quick doesn't mean sloppy. Quick means precise. People respect the one who stays composed under fire. People follow the one who speaks with confidence when everyone else is fumbling. And the only way to become that person is to embrace the challenge, not avoid it. Stop saying, I don't know what to say. Stop saying, I need time to think. Life won't wait for you. The opportunity won't pause. The door won't stay open. You either respond sharp in the moment or you lose the moment forever. Here's the truth. If you train yourself to think on your feet, you'll never be caught off guard again. You'll always have something to contribute. You'll always be able to hold your ground. You'll always stand out as someone who is ready. Your challenge is this. Start practicing immediacy. Next time someone asks you a question, answer straight. Next time you're put on the spot, lean into it. Don't run from it. Own it. Build that reflex until it's second nature. Because in this world, speed matters. Clarity matters. Confidence matters. And when you think on your feet, you prove you're ready for any stage, any room, any opportunity. Stop stalling. Stop freezing. Start moving. Start responding. Start rising. Train your mind. Sharpen your presence. And when life throws you the unexpected, you'll be ready to strike. Own the room. Every room you step into is a stage. Every conversation is an opportunity. Every interaction is a test. And the question is, do you own the room or does the room own you? You know, owning the room isn't about ego. It isn't about being the loudest. It's about presence. It's about walking in with so much energy, so much focus, so much confidence that people feel you before you even speak. Yeah, you want to know the truth? People decide if they'll listen to you in the first few seconds, not 5 minutes in, not halfway through your point, right away. So if you don't step in with power, if you don't command attention, if you don't bring certainty, then you're already losing. You know, owning the room means you take control of the atmosphere. You control your body language. You control your tone. You control your energy. When you speak, people don't just hear you. They can't ignore you. Stop shrinking yourself. Stop blending in. Stop walking into rooms like you're lucky to be there. No, you belong there. You earned it. You're ready for it. And if you want respect, you got to claim it. Look, every great leader, every great communicator, every great game changer has one thing in common. They know how to own the room. They don't wait for permission. They don't wait for someone to hand them the spotlight. They bring their own light. So how do you own the room? You walk tall. You make eye contact. You project your voice. You speak with certainty. And above all, you believe in what you're saying. Because when you believe it, they believe it. You go, owning the room doesn't mean you talk nonstop. It means when you do speak, it matters. It means people lean in when you open your mouth. It means your words carry weight because your presence backs them up. Here's the challenge. Stop entering rooms quietly. Stop fading into the background. From this day forward, every room you walk in like you're meant to change it. You bring energy. You bring clarity. You bring authority. Because here's the truth. The world doesn't remember the silent. The world remembers the ones who own the moment. The ones who stood tall. The ones who spoke with conviction. The ones who thought fast, talked smart, and controlled the environment. You've got the power. You've got the presence. You've got the fire. Now own it. Own the room. Own the stage. Own your life. Don't just listen. Apply it. From this moment on, every room you walk into, every word you speak, every thought you fire off, make it sharp, make it fast, make it powerful. Think quicker, talk smarter, own your presence. And if this speech hit you, lock in with us, subscribe, share this with someone who needs it, and commit today to leveling up. Your voice is your power. Use it.